Hello, kitty bums and kitty babs, shankus and the shankus. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing fine, and I hope you guys are enjoying Python because Python wants me to find out whether you guys are enjoying him and how well you guys are doing in his language. So today, welcome to lesson 4.4. What we are going to talk about is type conversion errors. You guys remember that in the last video I did an error. I made a mistake I was trying to add a string to a number, and then it yelled at me. So basically, we have errors in programming, and I'm sure you guys have already seen some errors, trying to play around. But basically, we have errors in programming, and sometimes they can be very annoying and frustrating. So it's really good that we understand the basics of, what type of error we are getting, and also how to think through the error and not make it scare us, and actually how to fix it. So let's try an example. Let's try the example I tried from last time. I think I did. I had a variable called mango, right? And then it's a string called 34. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 45, right? And if I print mango, you guys know it's 45, but the 45 clearly does not look like a string. It looks like an integer. But again, from last lesson, we can try something like a type to find what mango is, and it should tell us mango is a string, right? But let's say we didn't do the type and we forgot, and because we know mango is a variable and it contains 45, we wanna add mango to the number 7, and let's see what happens. So let's do mango. We know mango is 45. It has a string of 45, but in this case we forgot. So we're gonna do mango plus the number 7. Ooh, you see that? Python gave us an error, as it cannot concatenate string and an integer object. Don't worry about this word for now. We're gonna talk about it. But basically what Python just said is that, well, Tawheed, you have a string and you have an integer. You can't do that. How can you add an integer to a string? Well, Python said you cannot do that. Well, let's imagine I had another variable called toy, right? And this time I'm going to use letters, and I'll say name. It has a variable called name, and if I do a print toy, I'm going to get name, right? So basically what I was trying to do in the previous line, or over here, what I was trying to do over here was that I was trying to add a string to a number or to an integer. Let's try that. Let's try 45 plus toy. See? It does not support it. We know the computer is really smart, but come on. Do you guys even know how to add letters to numbers? Well, since you guys don't know it, yeah, Python also doesn't know it. Python cannot add letters to numbers. But you guys remember that if we wanted to have this to be right, we can convert mango, right? We can convert mango into an integer, but we want to save it into a variable called a, and then we'll say int mango. And then if we do print a, we get 45. Now we've converted mango into an integer. So if we do 45 plus a, which is the converted string, we should get 90. Do you guys see what just happened? And also something that you guys might probably be tempted to do is, like, let's say you have a string, right? You want to convert a string to a floating point number, right? So let's say we have a float. We want to convert I love oranges. You guys know, again, you guys remember that floating point number is the one with a decimal. See, you get an error. Reason why you get an error is because this is letters. There's no way you can convert letters into a real number. There could be some tricks that we could learn in the future, but for now, no, that is not allowed, and we cannot do that. Until then, I hope you guys are enjoying Python. Don't forget to read page 42. It has some example over there. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video.